Shalom, shalom. Double honors to the apostle and the elders, the teacher, rule well. Peace and salutation to the brothers who preach that gospel all over the world. Shalom, wahab. To the brothers and the sisters who are away in Yahushai, just like we do. All right, and keep the faith in sincerity. All right, and in truth. Okay. All right. So today, obviously, you know, week in and week out, we're coming out in such time, man. Like you say, this year will be a year. It will be a bloody year, man. It will be a year where the beast will really, really show, you know, what it's about, man. Okay? When you bring that out, bring that precept out, man. The dragon was rough with the woman, and that's what we're about to see. And that's what we're about to enter in. Okay? Right. Before that, we'll turn to the east and we'll give our praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Kadash. Okay? Right. So bring that Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and I believe it's 12, right? Or 17, right? That's what we're about to enter into. Okay, but when you read the Bible, second Esdras, okay? Second Esdras 9 and 1 tells you to, you know, measure the time diligently. And that's what we're doing, man. And that's what we've been doing, relentlessly, you know, because our people need to be edified. Those of us who follow this truth, those of us who understand what's going on, and those of us who pursuing, you know, salvation have to be edified, man. Okay, because the fire is coming very soon. And that's what we're gonna go into, man. Bring that out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Right, and we all know that the dragon is that old serpent. Okay? And we all know that serpent was released for a moment to deceive the world. Now, ask yourself, who deceived the world? We all know that it's Esau, aka Edom. Edomite have deceived the world, man. Okay, carry on.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Right, and the woman is who? When you read Revelation 12, it tells you that the woman is Israel. Okay? It's Israel. The woman is Israel. And we are the Israelites. You know?
Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Right, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Alright? And we are the remnant, okay, of her seed. And Esau will make war. He's been making war. We were having a conversation early with a brother, and he's telling us, oh, but they've been doing that forever. But yeah, it's true. But now it's the finale, man. Yeah. It's the final where Esau gonna go all loose. When you read Revelation, Second Esdras 16, he tells you that 17, he will be like a madman. Okay? Isaiah 59 and 19 tell us that they will come like the flood. And when you read the Bible, the flood is the army. Okay? Carry on.
Revelation 12 verse 17, and it reads, and the dragon was wroth with the woman,
right,
and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, man.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High.
Which keep the commandment. Now you have to ask yourself, who in 2020 are keeping the commandment? First of all, the commandment wasn't given to every nation, because when you read Psalm 147, 19 and 20, it clearly tells you that he has not dealt with any other nation but us, and the commandment is for us. So obviously, we are the covenant keepers, right? We're the Jacobite. But today our people are not keeping the covenant, but there is a remnant who is keeping the covenant, and that's the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect. All right?
Revelation 12 verse 17, And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Which keep the commandments of the
Which
Most
keep
High.
the commandment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
And have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
And have the testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's the reason why when you read Revelation 3 and 10, it tells you, because thou art kept, okay, the word of my, what do you say again? The word of my testimony, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So he talks about the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, those of us who keep the law, man.
This is the book of Revelation.
That looks like an agent.
He is an agent, man. Every time we claim he turns away.
Yeah, he's an agent.
Revelation
Minor,
chapter 19 verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him.
Right.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
Right.
I am thy fellow servant.
Right.
And of thy brethren.
Right.
That have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
That have the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Worship Yahweh.
Right.
For the testimony of Yahweh Shai
Right.
is the spirit of prophecy.
For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Now we personally, we see and we know what's coming, because we in the belly of the beast. Some people are working on the elect, are working in the belly of the beast. Already they've been given letters about if they don't take Vanessa, they'll lose the job, man. So we know what's coming. Prophecy is real, and prophecy right now is talking. It's not silent. The prophecy is talking right now.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3.
Nada.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
But at the end it shall speak.
But at the end it shall speak. So right now it's speaking. There was a time where brothers and sisters, they were like, yo, how do we know that this is true? But hey, right now, you will know that it's true. If you're reading about it, you will know that it is true. Because when you turn the news on, every time you turn the news on, every time you read the newspaper, every time you're on YouTube, you see the prophecy speaking, man. Okay?
And not lie.
Right.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it tarry, wait for it. So that's the patience. Because when you read Revelation, 13 and 9, I believe 9, 10, and 11, especially 11 tells you it's the patience of sin, man. Okay? So we want you to see, we have faith. We came out, week in and week out, to bring the words, you know?
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's what we see right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It didn't tarry, did it? It's now it's here, man.
Yeah.
Alright? So we are about to witness the fire, and that's what we're about to talk about. So brother, I want you to go. You have precept, bring it out, man.
Isaiah 55 verse 11.
Bring that out.
So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Break that out. Break
So
it down. Break it
the
down.
Most High's word, is gonna, not return to him void. However the Most High says, that's what's gonna come to existence, right? And we are representatives of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua on the earth,
right.
man.
That's right.
So we are the spirit of the Most High's mouth. So we are using the word in order to prophesy and to the wind, man. Okay, so everything that we say according to the scriptures, it's not gonna go void, man. It's gonna come to pass, man. And that shows you that what we say carries weight, man. All through the power of Yahweh Hashem.
That's right. Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you want to bring yours? I want to bring one.
Oh, bring it
Alright,
out,
this
man.
is,
Bring that out.
This is about fire, right? So, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. You know, since the fire is set among you, who is able to quench it? Okan, this 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 15, the fire is kindled.
Right.
And shall not be put out.
So the fire is kindled and shall not be put out. That means, there's no way, no one is stopping. There's no stopping what's coming, man. It's coming like a flood, and it will really burn and destroy those of our people who didn't keep it, or didn't rehearse, or took it for granted, man. You're about to witness now the power of the Most High. You're about to witness now the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
To consume the foundations of the earth.
Right.
This is the book of Second Ezra.
To consume the foundation of the earth, because a lot of people have the foundation in this earth, man. They have the trust in the system, but the Most High will shake it, man. It will shake it to the ground, man. The Most High will show His power when the time comes. People will tremble, man. They will tremble. They will have fear. They wouldn't understand what's going on because they don't have the thawat and they don't have the wisdom and the knowledge. That's supposed to be the stability.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me get a preset. Alright, this is the book of Salakia. Let me get it. Alright. I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon. Or the Most High is marvelous in His power. If you can find that, all right? Because the God that we serve, man, He's marvelous in His power, man, all right? Just like, you hear about our forefathers in the ancient world, they used to do miracles. Elijah made fire come down from the heavens, all right? That Moses turned the staff into a snake, all right? All these miracles, man. So come on, let me get the precept so the brother can explain it. Ecclesiastes 43 verse 29, and it reads, Yahweh is terrible and very great and marvelous in His power.
Right, Yahweh is terrible and very great and marvelous in His power, man. When Jake pull up, when you're somewhere and Jake pull up and they want to show the fancy cars and the latest, brand whip or fashion that they have, or garment that they have, and they call it, they come in style, man.
Yeah.
Look at Jake when they do the video. They come in this style, man. I'm sure whenever they do the video, when people watch it, like, yo, these guys are on point. So that's Yahweh. When Yahweh, and these are the children of Yahweh. So Yahweh, the greatest power, when He does something, He does it in majesty. He does it in style, man. He does it in prestige, man. The people that would know, because right now the Most High is the power that hides Himself. So people don't rate Yahweh like that. But very soon, they will see the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Every eyes shall know and every knee shall bow, man, and confess that He is the power, man. He is the top. He is the head. Every spirit on earth, every man, woman, and child will see the power of the Most High. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because He is great, He's marvelous, okay? He's theatrical, He's more than Hollywood. When He bring, something, when He bring judgment, it is known all over. Look, when he broke COVID-19, look how He shook the world, man. People couldn't go to work, people was confined. All of that is Yahweh, and that's just the little side of Him. That's just like the 1% of what He can do, man. That's nothing compared to what He's bringing, man.
This is Sirach 42 and 22. Or how desirable are all His works.
Right.
And that a man may see even to a spot.
Right, read that.
Or how desirable
are
all His works.
Right.
And that a man may see even to a spot.
Right, man. Good, man. How you been, man? I haven't seen you for a while.
Good, man. Yeah, man. I had
Stand here.
Yeah, I had Vanessa, man.
Wow.
I recovered.
Give us your testimony, man. Talk
bro.
about it, man.
First 2 days, I felt ill. On the 20th and 21st of December.
You want to be on camera, yeah?
I don't mind. No, I'd rather not.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, go on.
Like, when the Christmas week.
Take up the thing. I know you shook off the thing when you can speak, man. Like, speak.
No, I'm not shook. But like, the week of the beginning of Christmas, 20th the Monday the 20th of December, I felt ill in it. I felt like I had a fever. I was in bed, and I was feeling hot and cold. My mind was like
All over the place, yeah.
not all over the place, but it was like weary. You know?
Yeah.
And then obviously I went to the PCR place in Streatham, the test site. I tested negative. No, not negative, positive. Isolated, come out of isolation again, tested again, positive again. Then this week I got tested negative. And I took a test yesterday and today, before I left, I'm negative now. So I was isolated for like 20 days, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man, yeah. I've been trying to keep the constitution with the dietary laws, obviously my beard and whatnot, and I'm doing my best trying to be obedient, you know?
Yeah, man. See, the Most High, you know, is Yahweh is not a man, so he can lie, man. You know, everything we spoke about, okay, is reality.
It's true.
You understand what I'm saying? Everything we told you about is reality, man.
Yeah.
All right. What's that precept they say? And they should know that the prophet was among us. Read that. Let us bring you something so you can understand that. The Most High has called brothers, man, to this truth, to bring out the prophecy and to let brothers know before that time, man. What you had, that was just like a prelude of what can happen to you if you play with it, man. A lot of brothers will be found dead in the yard. There will be a messy situation that they won't come out of, man. The Most High was just giving you, and obviously that's the reason why you came, you know, and give your testimony.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, because that's just for you to understand what's going on, man.
Taste, don't it?
Okay, that's a teaser, man. Let's roll. Okay.
Let me get the precept. So
Yeah, get the precept.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbid.
Whether they will hear and whether they will forbid. But that's what happened a lot of the time. People take this truth, they take it for granted, man. But very soon, people will understand that this was never a joke. People will lose their life over playing with the Most High, man.
And when it means whether they will hear, whether they will forbid, it means whether they will listen or whether they will not. You know?
Obedience leads to back.
So it's not about hearing.
Yeah.
It's about hearing and applying the wisdom that you receive.
For they are a rebellious house.
They are rebellious. So our people don't, the only time our people listen to is when they're stuck in a situation, when they're about to die. That's when they're asking for mercy. But this season, it will be too late, man. Because the Most High is done talking. He gave so many chances to Negroes, but Negroes think it's a joke. But they're about to feel.
Yes,
Like you said, now they're about to feel the wrath of the menace. Yahweh is the menace.
Yeah.
Alright? He's a menace, man.
You agree? Yeah, shall
Of
know.
course, he's a menace. He created Satan, so obviously he's a menace.
Ezekiel 2 and 5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbid.
And whether they will hear and whether they will forbid,
For they are a rebellious house.
for they are a rebellious house.
Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So whether
Say that again, please. I got distracted.
yeah, so basically it says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbid. This is Ezekiel 2 and 5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbid, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among
When you
them.
speak, I want you to come here.
So it basically means that, you know, see how people here and there? It basically means that, you know, whether our people listen, whether they don't listen, yeah, because they're stubborn-headed, they don't like to listen, like to be bad man, big all this crap, real music and all this crap, yeah. They're going to know that a prophet has been among them, meaning that the Most High sent these messages to inform our people. But as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 people in Foreign Heath that are prophesying. There's only 4 people in Foreign Heath right now that feel the Lord, man. The rest of the other people, they're walking by doing their thing. So, hey, man, that shows you how many bodies the Most High is going to catch in them. So, hey, that's what it is.
Yeah. So anyway, so my brother, you know, you're gonna have to wake up before it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late to now. Because when you come, I remember very well you came around.
Me?
Yes, you came around as you were captured on video. Okay, for like two Mondays, I remember. So that means you already been marked. You can't play with this thing, man. You know, that's why like, someone bring a
You mean that's on marks, like chosen?
I'm coming, you know, and can someone go to Luke 24, counting the cost.
24 what?
But Luke 14 actually, Luke 14. Let's go 28 to 30.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 28.
Bring that out.
And it reads, for which of you intending to build a tower,
For which of you intending to build a tower,
sitteth not down first,
sitteth not down first,
and counteth the cost,
and count the cost. So like, if you want to build a house, you have to count the cost. You have to make calculation. You have to know if you got enough money to finish it. You have to budget. If you want to do something, you have to budget. Because if you don't budget, you're going to find yourself lacking in the middle of doing it.
whether
Okay?
he have sufficient to finish it.
Wherever you'll have the means to finish it. So when you come and stand, you know, in the lion's den, yeah, in the company of the men of the Lord, or the company of the prophet, really, you should have counted your cost, man. You can't come in and then you go and then follow white Jesus or follow your dream and things like that. Yes, a man can follow his dream to a certain extent, but the priority should be Yahweh. If you say you want to follow Yahweh, you should follow Yahweh. So what's going on right now is the Most High warning you. You need to take this thing seriously.
Yeah.
Okay? I still got your number. I don't know if you got my number.
I got you, man. I got you, bro.
What you need to do is contact me so we can have a program and I'll start teaching you the proper way, because you need to take this thing seriously.
This is the book of James chapter 1 verse 22. But ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
So our people are they will hear the word for a season, and after that, instead of carrying on, they won't carry out the task that was given to them, but they will stop. Now, does someone go to Luke 9 and 62, I believe. Finish it.
Yeah. James 1 and 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Right.
For he beholding himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. So basically, you're basically like a listener. You don't apply the word. The Most High is dealing with that kind of spirit, man. The Most High is dealing with people that actually perform action and do stuff, you know. You understand? So that's what the Most High requires us to do, to come out here to warn our people and to let them know that, you know, that
Okay, do you have the Luke 9 and 62? Bring that out.
Luke chapter 9 verse 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow.
No man having put his hand to the plow. Plow is like husbandry. You know, like when you work hard work and that. This is what we do. This is not easy. Carry on.
And looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
You start into work, and after a while, you look back. You're getting bored, because this is it's a narrow path. Bored. Boring. You become bored.
Oh, bored.
It become boring to you.
Yeah.
Boredom. And so you can't do that, man. Carry on.
Yes. And looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
So you will lose salvation. You will be destroyed if you start the job and you don't finish it, man. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
you will be destroyed if you start the work and you don't finish it. So you better sit down, when you go home, and really sit down and decide whether you wanna do this or not. Read that out.
It's the book of Mark, starting in chapter 6, verse 7. It's the book of Mark, chapter 7, starting at verse 6.
Loud.
Answered and said unto him, what have Isaiah prophesied of you? That's what's up again. He answered and said unto them, what have Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites?
Of you hypocrites. Yes.
As it is written,
As it is written.
his people honour me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
So these people honor me with their lips. They say they're Hebrew Israelite, but in all actuality, like in their life, in their everyday life, they're far from it. Their action doesn't match what they're saying. And that's what we need to stop. 2022, we need to be more of doers. We need to do, we need to be doers, not just talking. Talk is cheap, man. Anybody can talk a good game. You know, you can come and talk a good game, but do you actually do what you preach? Do you actually practice what you preach?
Precept, Malak.
Bring that out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8.
Right.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. So it's not about starting, it's about finishing it. Do you understand that, brother?
And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
Right. So you gotta learn patience. You can't say that, oh, you know what, I can do whatever I want, you know, I can follow my dream, and this and that. Look, from April, a lot of people who have, okay, to have the vaccine, the Vanessa Salakia, sleep of the gun.
No, I'm not on the vaccine.
Vaccine, no, Vanessa.
No, I never, remember when I said that.
Say Vanessa, say Vanessa.
Remember when I said I got Vanessa? I didn't mean the vaccine.
No, I know what you're saying. My point is this.
Yeah.
This society will require us to have a pass in order to go places, in order to work, in order to travel. So the fire is coming. The tribulation, someone go to Revelation 3 and 10, basic stuff that we have to repeat over and over again that are so good for us. The convenient, because that's what we get. You know, the simplicity of the truth, you know, give us salvation as well. But sometimes it's about doing the necessary, the necessary. Carry on.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
I will also keep thee of the hour from the hour of temptation. So for you to be kept from the hour of temptation, you ought to do the work of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Can't play with this, man. You're already blooding, man. So you gotta be blood out. You're already blooding, my brother. You already put yourself in it. It's too late. It's gonna be more COVID. This time it's gonna be Omicron, bro.
Omicron?
Yeah, this time you're gonna catch Omicron.
Omicron variant of Vanessa.
No, this time you're gonna catch it if you play game.
Let me tell you something about like the word coronavirus. The word coronavirus means crown, yeah? And basically what Omicron means, if you go into the word of coronavirus, it means crown. If you go into Omicron, it means small. So if you mix it together, it's a small crown virus. So imagine the big crown virus, man.
Exactly, it's coming.
I think I've got the Omicron, the variant. Yeah, I think I've got
So you got that one.
What's that?
That's our new channel.
Well, it's not the Jehovah's Messengers no more.
No, that was Messengers. There was a new situation.
Well, you look kind of
Heavenly Father,
The Heavenly Father just.
so you're not with the same brothers as before?
Not necessarily. That's the new brother.
What happened to that?
Branched out.
What happened to the last one, brother?
Branched out.
Ah, you're not together no more.
He stayed over there on the other side.
He's north.
Yes.
What about the other brother, the one from Brixton?
Yeah, they're still in Brixton. He's here now.
this is Psalms 119 and
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is gonna be happening. Okay, so you go and subscribe, yeah?
Yeah.
That one is for the purpose of law. We do other work in history. Yeah?
Issue. Who will have more from?
Right after Commonwealth.
Yeah, going forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is Psalms 119 and 114.
Bring that up.
Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy words. Yeah, so the Most High is our shield, man. That's who we look to, man. Like, the only way to escape this martial law, the concentration camps, the pestilence, the scourges, is to come back to our power, man. You know, we have to come back to the God of our forefathers, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. The God of our forefathers. What you see, a lot of our people are caught into Christianity, they're caught into the Muslim religion, they're caught into all these different doctrines, but our forefathers wasn't practicing their ways. Christianity was given to us by our oppressors, so-called white men, right? Edomites, right? And the Muslim religion was given to us by the Arabs. They beat that into us, man. So we got to leave all these religions and come back to our God, man, and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
And I know why you're saying that, because one day I'm looking at your status.
Man.
You have you send the white Jesus sent you.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
So I'm thinking, why would
Arabic,
you do
but
that?
not white, but Arabic.
But why would you do that, bro?
There's
We broke it down to you, we explained to you that Yahushua is a Hebrew, but yet you go and then when you do that, you provoke the Messiah, man, to anger, man. He will deal with you, man. Like, stop playing this game, bro. When you know better, you do better, right? So now, let's go into you got a precept, bring that out, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24.
Listen to this.
Because I have called.
Actually, that's a very good thing. Listen to this properly, yeah? From 22nd, read it to 28. Let's break down now. And then we're going to move on. But you need to get that. Because, you never know what's going to happen to you. And I hope when you go home, you contact me and we set up like a little program so we can do some online, some fun, teaching and that. Yeah. All right?
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 1, starting at verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Our people are very simple. They don't want to hear the truth. They just want to pass by. Okay, look at you, but they don't want to inquire. With a smiling on their face, thinking that the word will abide forever. You see what I'm saying? Simple. Harriet.
And the scolders delight in their scolding.
And the scholars, they're passing by, thinking it's a joke, coming and giving us big words, big comment on YouTube, mocking us. Carry on.
And fools hate knowledge.
Fools have become fools, that's why they don't like this knowledge. This knowledge is too boring for them. When I sit down and praise the Esau knowledge, Edomite, you know who's Esau?
Yeah.
Right. Who's Esau?
The brother of Israel.
Okay, carry on.
Turn you at my reproof.
But who
Behold,
is it today? Who is it today?
Who?
Who is Esau today?
Apparently Edomites, right?
Right.
No, what race are they today? What race are they today?
Yeah, he said it.
Apparently white.
Carry on. I like the way us said it. I like the way us said it. Carry on.
turn you at my reproof.
Turn you at my reproof. Carry on.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
I will pour out my spirit onto you. So that's what he's been doing. You've been lucky enough to know. Today you can look at the way he answered when we asked him who's Esau. That man knows the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's your luck. That's your blessing. Take it. Carry on.
I will make you known my words unto you.
Right. So he made you know his word. He made his word known unto you because you know about the truth. All right. You're not like a normal Jacob walking around, wandering around in the valley of Babylon. You know the truth. Carry on.
Because I have called and you refused.
But the Most High is calling you, but you are refusing the calling of the Most High because there's hesitation in your spirit.
Hesitation.
Hesitation.
Yeah,
You hesitate. Yeah, because I don't see you.
No. I've been isolated, bro. Literally.
Yeah, no, that was way before that, man. Like, way before that.
Before I was in contact, though. I was in contact, right?
All right. Carry on.
This is second book of Chronicles, chapter 36.
Bring that out loud.
This is second book of Chronicles, chapter 36, going on verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh
But they mock the messages of Yahweh, carry on.
and despised his words.
And that's what they do. They're despising our words. They're looking at us like we're strangers, like we're losers, like we come from the gutter every Saturday to preach and we go back into the gutter, like we're not human beings. Okay, carry on.
And misuse his prophets.
And misuse us, but they don't take it seriously, man. They don't understand. They don't want to understand what we're talking about. They don't rate us. Carry on.
Until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh
Until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh
rose against his people,
which is us, the Negroes and Hispanic, yeah?
till there was no remedy.
Till there was no remedy, meaning the doors of grace, the doors of mercy were closed. And very soon, the door of mercy will be shut. Carry on.
Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
Right?
But ye have sought at naught all my counsel.
You have sought at naught, meaning you didn't take notice, you didn't rate what I was saying, you didn't hearken to my voice. Carry on.
And would none of my reproof.
Right?
I will also laugh at your calamity.
I will also laugh at your calamity. So when Jake is catching hell very soon, the Most High will laugh at Jake's calamity. And they can preach that day, they can pray that day for hours, bro. They don't know the name, but they're going to pull out the name at the wrong time. About Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, have mercy on me. When he already turned his back, that ain't going to happen. You're dying. The judgment, because we're going to say, there will be no remedy. Carry on.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
I will mock when the fear cometh.
When your fear cometh as desolation,
Right.
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right, we shall seek me early.
What scripture was that?
That's Proverbs 1, 24 to 28. So that will wake up. I mean, when you say seek me early, meaning like that will now be, ready to seek him. That will be more motivated. You're motivated at the wrong time, bro. The whole time the Musa was calling you, you weren't taking it seriously. Then you want to come and say, oh, I want to love you, Yahweh. I want to be an hypocrite. It's like a woman that comes to you. When you were broke, she left you. Then you got money, she want to come to you.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking about that.
Exactly.
I was literally just thinking about that.
Exactly. It's the same analogy, right?
I got a precept, and what's the Most High's woman, Israel, man?
Yeah.
It says,
See that?
Well, yeah, I got a precept, right? This is Isaiah 55, verse 6.
Bring that up.
Seek ye the most, seek ye the Heavenly Father while he may be found.
That's right.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
Right. So we'll break that down.
So right now the Most High is extending his hand, man. Right now this is the Most High showing mercy by him sending out his ambassadors to tell you the truth.
Look at Jake laughing. Check this through, man. Check this through.
This is the Most High, showing mercy, man. He's got to seek the Lord before while he may be found, because there'll be a time where there'll be a famine in the world. You won't see us out there in the highways and byways. You won't see us out there prophesying. Tesco's gonna shut down. There ain't gonna be no food on the shelves. Everywhere's gonna be full with military troops. Everywhere it's gonna be shut down. It's gonna be mad, And they might take you to a concentration camp, force you to take a JAB, man. So you gotta be serious and gotta be prepared, man, because very soon the famine in the world is coming.
That's fine. You gotta be on point. Right now, we're gonna talk about, obviously we are the workmen, in the temple whose work will soon be tried. So that means all the men of the workers, the prophets, different things, all over the globe will be tried soon. And that's why we shouldn't play a game with this truth, man. Because it's not about me. Forget about me. Forget about the next problem, man. Think about the program that the Most High has laid down as far as or concerning his men. He's coming to check. He's coming to knock on everyone's door, man, and telling, I want to see your work now, man. I want to see your work. So that's what we're going to go through. We're going to go into it right now. Okay, so we start in at 1 Corinthians 3, man. So someone get 1 Corinthians 3 from 9 to 15. If brother have precept that goes with it, boom, they can bring it, they can chime in and break it down as well.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 9.
Bring that out.
For we are laborers together with the Most High.
Right.
Ye are the Most High's husbandry.
Right, so husbandry is the one that I broke. As far, can you read that again? Luke 9 and 62. Read that again. You will understand what husbandry is. I know you understand it, but from the true perspective, very true, from the truth perspective, very important for you to understand what husbandry means. Okay, it's hard labor. You gotta put in work. Okay, that's the first step. When you come in this truth, you gotta put in work. You can't be slowful. The Most High don't like slowful people. You don't like lazy people. Sluggard. Yeah, bring that up.
Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plough. It's in Luke chapter 9 verse 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the
Right,
Most
so
High.
the plow, all right, that's why it's very important to count the cost, like Luke 14, you know, saying, and then when you start working, you shouldn't look back. You should be at work, you should work till the end. You should work till the Most High remove you from the street, because the Most High made a way for us, which is Amos 8, when he says that, you know, 11, it will create the famine of the word, so we won't have to be there. Bring that out, man, because we won't be in the street forever. But it's important that you do the work while you can, man. This is more important than anything. More important than your job. It's more important than anything you dream of. It's more important than any hobby that you have. More important than gym. This is it. This is what we do, man.
Yeah, and scripture speaks about how the word is like a rivers of living water, you know. So water comes out of a tap. Now there's going to be a certain time where the Most High is going to close the tap.
Right.
And the water ain't going to be out there. But
That's
let
right.
me get the precept, right? The brother told me to get. So Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power,
Right.
that I will send a famine in the land.
Right.
Not a famine of bread,
Right.
not a thirst for water,
Right.
but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right.
And they, and that day is referring to our people, shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Right, so it's very important that you catch this truth right now, because very soon I won't be nowhere to be seen. You never know what's going to happen. I might not be available, you know, to really build you up. So now's the time to build, man. Let's build. I'm available right now. That's what I do. I like building with brothers. So it's the time for you to cut what you need to cut. Are you done with that? Are you done with that? Okay, carry on with the 1 Corinthians 3.
Oh, you can't. This 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 19.
3 and 9.
Oh yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 9, it reads, for we are laborers together with the Most High.
Right.
Ye are the Most High's husbandry.
Right.
Ye are the Most High's building.
Right, so we are the temple, man. We are the third temple that is being, you know, being built. We are the house, the Bayaf Shabdawada, man. The house of King David. We are building, we are the temple, man. So we have to take this truth very, very seriously. So that's what I'm saying. Carry on.
According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise
Before you
master
carry
builder.
on, you have to carry on. I want us to go to, can you go to Sirach? Sirach 7 and 15. Let's read Sirach. Ecclesiasticus 7 and 15. Okay, and then we can move on. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7 and 15, man.
What we're showing you is love, man, you know, because we want you to make it, man. You know, we want you to get on the right track with the Most High. This is love right here. The brother teaching you the scriptures, man. You know?
You know? That's what we do, man.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 verse 15. It reads, hate not laborers' work,
Hate not laborers' work,
neither husbandry,
neither husbandry,
which the Most High have ordained.
which the Most High has ordained. So what we're doing, like, don't be afraid of hard work.
What's husband?
Husbandry is
The things that
laboring.
husband-
It's like, you know, when you in Nigeria, people they do husbandry to eat, to plant and yam, to plant plantain. The work.
Provide with the bread.
No, physical work. That's husbandry. You know, when you go to physical labor where they plow, they're agricultural. That's what we're doing right now, because we're working for the harvest. But you say the harvest is what? You say, but there's few laborers. That's what we're talking about. So the most I need laborers, man. You understand what I'm saying? So the most I say, do not be afraid of the work, because it's not an easy thing. Because it makes it because you need to be strong to be doing this thing. Because you feel pain, it's difficult, but you gotta carry on, man. All right? Because we are building right now. We are the original Freemason. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we are the original Illuminati, man. When you go to Baruch 4 and 2, it tells you that we are illuminated, man. This truth illuminates you.
makes you shine.
It makes you shine. It makes you understand how to build something. So we are the builders, man. Now we understand.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 10. According to the grace of the Most High,
Right.
which is given unto me
Right.
as a wise master builder.
As a wise master builder, man.
I have
Okay.
laid the foundation,
I have laid the foundation.
and another buildeth thereon.
So you were asking me, where is the brother that the most I made it where I started with them, now I'm on another foundation and I'm building it with these brothers. And these brothers will go on another foundation. And he has his own foundation. You know, building on top of each other to create what? A house. Bayaf Shandawada.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
But let every man take heed how he build thereupon. So you gotta be careful on how you do this work, man.
Yep.
You can't be doing the work deceitfully. You can't be an hypocrite. You can't be a two-faced. You can't be a spy. You can't be an agent. You can't let the old man, take precedent, over your life. You gotta be careful how you do this work because you are being watched by entities, man. You are being by invisible angels that are around about us, and you got those who are flying in the heavens, man. So there's no way to hide, man. There's no way to hide. You have to take this thing seriously, man. Because there's a fire that's coming. When you read 1 Peter 4 and 17, it tells you that judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord, meaning the men of the Lord that are doing the work, the fire will visit them first before it jumps on, before it visits the two-thirds and the other nation, man.
That's for the Jew, but the second for the Gentile, isn't it?
Yeah, if you can say that.
Go on.
You got a precept. You want to bring your precept out. Bring that out.
So this is John chapter 1, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Nathanael saith unto him, John chapter 1, verse 49.
Right.
Oh, my bad.
Take your time, bro.
John chapter 1, verse 47. Yahushua saw Nathanael coming to him and saith of him, Behold, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no guile.
Right. An Israelite indeed, in whom there's no guile. So there's not supposed to be found guile in your ministry, in the way you do things, man. Okay? And the prophets don't know what they're into.
Yeah.
They don't understand. I'm sure today that a lot of prophets don't know. But if they understood what they're into, they wouldn't use guile in this ministry.
What's guile like? Bitterness?
Guile is like, no, guile is like malice, deceit. People can't use malice and deceit in this ministry, man. It's dangerous. That's why you have to be careful. If you got a problem with malice and that, do some fasting, man. Do some fasting. Do some praying. Let the Most High transform you, man.
Well, the precept, this is Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 19.
Bring that out.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of men.
Right, such a man, because you see, in this truth, a lot of us do it because of the next man. We want to be seen of man. We want to be like, oh, he's a precept man. Oh, he's a good speaker. Oh, he's a man of understanding. Oh, look how they wear the garment. Oh, look how they wear the friendly. Oh, the Hebrew Israelite movement is strong, is growing, Oh, look how the rapper. I talk about Yahweh by I rap. They want to be seen of man. Read that.
And knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the
Now,
sun.
who are the eyes of the Lord? Are the angels, man.
Yeah.
That's why you see them in the chariot are the angel. The one that they call you and for the angel. You got those who are around them who can't see. So they're watching our word. They're watching, as what we're doing, man. Are we sincere? Are we faking? Are we talking a good game? Or are we just talking but we not practice what we're preaching? All of that is being monitored, man. You know how you walk in the street of London and then you're being monitored? You know how when police look for people, they monitor him for a while before they catch him? That's how the Most High. Where do you think they took it from? From the right hand, You know what I'm saying?
It says, beholding, and like the brother was saying, watching, right? All the ways of men and considering the most secret parts.
Right, and considering the more secret part. So you can think that you're the slickest. You know how sometimes you got the law, you got people, especially in Nigeria, in Africa, people trying to change the law to their advantage. A lot of brothers trying to do that in this truth, but that will be to the detriment. Most I will judge them, man. The precept, bring that out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 3.
Right.
The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place.
The eye of the Lord Yahweh are in every place. There's no escaping judgment. Okay?
Beholding the evil and the good.
Beholding the evil and the good. So let's see what's good and let's see what's bad. Understand what I'm saying? Balance of the universe. Carry on with it.
the universe?
When I say balance of the universe, like the earth, the one we live in, you know, because he's the king of the universe. So I say balance of the universe, but the most high is balanced. Carry on.
Yeah, so basically, oh, yeah, it's like, okay, fine. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 11. For our foundation can no man lay.
And hold on, that's what 11 is. Carry on.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 11. For our foundation can no man lay, and that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest.
Right, so he said, now if any man build upon this foundation, so it's a foundation, right? It's a foundation, man. Check Matthew 23.
For the day shall declare it.
Hold on, read 12 again.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 11.
23.
For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire.
Right, so it shall be revealed by fire. So that means the fire is coming. Everything that we do, the most high, what is the fire?
It's like the purge or something.
The purge, right? The tribulation, the trial and tribulation we're about to go into, man. So your work, if it's gold, it's going to be revealed. If it's silver, it's going to be revealed. If it's precious stone, it's going to be revealed. If it's hay, it's going to be revealed. If it's a hay or if it's like a wood, it's going to be revealed. So if you're fake, your Mosa will expose you. If you're real, it will be known. Go to do you have the book
this is the point, man. This is on it. This is what you're saying.
Second Esdras, hold on. Second Esdras 16 and 73.
And it reads on, right? And the fire shall try every man's work.
And the fire shall try every man. So I don't know why we're arguing in this truth, man. Are we fighting? Oh, brother, no, don't worry. It's coming. Everyone, hold on, my life. I know sometimes you get excited because it's too nice, it's too good. You want to, well, let's break it down properly. You know what I mean?
Juicy.
But brothers will now see what this is about. Because people are playing with this truth, man. When you come to brother and you speak to the brother is offended. I only spoke to you the truth. The Bible says open rebuke is better than secret love. Brother takes everything. The Bible says, blessed is he who is not offended. Because everything that the brother said to you, he said that based on the truth, man. So why are you offended? If you did something that's wrong, it's wrong. But now that you're going to listen to the brother, wait a minute. Yahweh will do that part. Yahweh will show you how it's done. This is what's going to happen.
And the fire shall try every man's work.
And the fire is the trial and tribulation that will be, or that will visit each one of us. We will go through something. Some brother will lose their job. Some brother will be homeless. Some brother will lose their woman. It will be hard. Some brother will situation. We don't know what Moses have prepared. We can only fathom. But instead of we cannot fathom what the Most High has prepared for the thing, what's going to happen to us as men of the Lord. Carry on, my brother.
Of what sort it is.
Right. So we would know if you were doing the work for real, if you were a man of the Lord, if you were genuine, or if you were fake, man. We shall find out in that time. And let me tell you something, that time is not far. 2022 is the year where we shall find out who is who in this truth, man. That's real talk. Brother want to talk in love, brother want to be beefing in the truth, brother want to go against each other, but we're going to find out who's who. So basically, the Most High himself, okay, will establish who is who did the work. And I want to get 2 Ezra 13 and 17. Because he speaks about that. Okay? You got the precept, man. Oh, bring it. He has already. Bring that out.
So 2 Ezra chapter 6, 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
And there shall be known who are my chosen. Because when you read few precepts before, verses before, it tells you that Esau will come as a madman, man, against the men of the Lord. But the Most High say, yeah, bring up out. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited, man. Yeah, go on.
2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen,
right,
and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
And they shall be tried, so we're going to be tried. But by being tried or in being tried, people will know who the real people are. Because those who are not real, what's going to happen to them? They will fall off. Hurt. Now, I want you to get Matthew 27 and 24. Carry on reading the okay, and then after that you're going to read Matthew 7 and 24. They will fall off. You know, when you're hanging on something, if you're looking strong, why then after a while, drop off. Hey, Chief, everything good, yeah? Alright, bless you.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 13.
Right.
Every man's work shall be made manifest.
Right.
For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire.
Right.
And the fire shall try every man's work.
Right.
Of what sort it is.
Yep.
If any man's work abides which he hath built thereupon,
Yeah.
he shall receive a reward.
Right, and the reward is what? Alright, go to Isaiah 59 and 19 quickly before we carry on. Hold on to that. That's the 7 and 24. Go to Isaiah 59. So that's the reward, man. What else comes? Because we're going to go through pain. So the people that will have the reward is the one that will be able to withstand the wind that's coming, man.
Book of Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west.
Right, so obviously we will know that people will fear him because of what's coming, man. They will fear Yahweh, man. Carry on.
And his glory from the rising of the sun.
And his glory from the rising of the sun.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood. The flood means army. That's what I'm saying? It's the army that's coming against the men of the Lord, against Israel as a whole. It's a similitude. Okay? Because the Bible has its own literature. You have to be educated in that literature. There's a word for that. Fluent or literate. Articulate. You have to understand the literature. Carry on.
The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them.
The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard what?
Against them.
Against them, man. So now read the part again. So that's the reward. The Most High will give you spiritual powers. The Most High will allow you to fight the beast. The Most High will allow you to escape situations. The Most High will allow you to withstand situations.
We're going to go to that standard to see the reward, you know. If you let a Bible. Let me read it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. and the fire shall try every man's work. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. If any man's work abides which he have built thereupon, he shall receive a reward.
Right, so let me check the reward now. What does it say? I'm talking about standard.
Yes, it's good. Yes, standard.
Like,
Yes, like the brother said about the spiritual power. Now he's going to go into like the reward, because it is standard, but there's meanings to the word standard. You know, because like let's say a father has a son. If the son does very well, you're going to reward your son for doing very well. So the heavenly Father is going to reward his children if they do well, and those that don't do well, they're going to have to face the consequences. You know? So yeah, that's it. Malak, you got a Bible on you?
No connection.
Oh, come.
and my thing,
Can't you use it without connection? Use the app.
you have to,
In order to access the definition, you have to have connection.
mine have my data cannot be. Unless, we have the thing now.
Yeah. But hey, the word standard just basically means to fly, to vanish away, to disappear, basically to take flight, to fight, man.
Right.
That's what the word standard means.
An escape route,
Yeah,
you know,
escape, that's
a way to really be under the radar. It comes in many ways. You know, where they'll come to your house, they won't be able to get in for some reason. They'll want to come to your house, they'll forget. You must have make them forget, you know, their way as far as you. Or you go somewhere and they're looking for you, but they can't see you. It's powerful stuff, man. But you have to prepare yourself for that, man. That's, you have to do the work the right way. Yeah, carry on, my life.
And it reads, it says, verse 15, if any man's work shall be burnt, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire.
Right. Okay. And that showed the mercy of the Most High, where a lot of the brothers, though they didn't do the work properly, but they did the work at some point and they did their best, the Most High might have mercy, but it come with repentance. But if you don't repent, man, the Most High gonna get rid of you. That fire, you won't be able to withstand the pressure that's coming, man. If you don't do the work properly, you won't be able to withstand the fire that's coming, man. And for that, I would like us to go to Matthew 13, regarding Matthew 25. Go to Matthew 25. Matthew 25. Let's talk about the foolish virgin. But that's what's going on. You know?
You don't want to use my Wi-Fi?
No, that's fine. I can go look for anywhere, but I can't do that particular later and come up with the etymology of the word.
It's so Wi-Fi here.
Good, yeah?
What time are you up?
Country. Go to Matthew 25. Matthew 25. 1 to 5. Read that out loud, man, because that one, and brother can break that down as well. Let me go on that.
Book of Matthew chapter 25, starting at verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Right. So the kingdom of Yahweh, you know, it's like you know, 10 virgin, man. You know, carry on.
Which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right, which took the lamp and went forth to meet their bridegroom. So that means the lamp is the truth. Okay? The lamp is the life, the understanding. You know, go quickly to Isaiah 33 and 6. Before we carry on.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6, and it reads, and wisdom and stability, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, man.
And the strength of salvation.
And the strength of salvation.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the lamp is that stability, man. That is what we're holding right now. But, you know, carry on.
Well, I just want to say one thing.
Of course,
The fear of the Lord, like, you know how people have money out there, they use money to buy, survive. They'll be able to use to survive is faith. That's the only currency they're going to use to survive, man. Because money is going to crash. The only thing it says the just shall live by faith.
Yeah, and also, during that situation that happened in Venezuela a few years ago, they were showing money on the floor like that. For over 50 years, you could see money on the floor. Like notes on the floor.
Where?
In Venezuela. It meant nothing. But all it takes is a high inflation, and that's it. The pound wouldn't mean nothing. You would need maybe 250 pounds for a loaf of bread. That's the point.
Pound sterling.
When there's inflation, you get like that.
Yeah.
Just like an example. So that means money won't be nothing in that time, man. If every shop is closed now, that money mean anything? If you can't pay anything from online, or if you can pay everything, if Amazon is closed, is your money worth anything?
Can't use it, then it's not matter.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen. It will be and also your wisdom and your knowledge is this. When things happen, you're not panicking because you know why it's happening. So because you know it's prophecy. In fact, you're happy because you know, for example, like Acts 14 and 22 tells you that, you know, it's through much tribulation that we will enter the kingdom. So you understand that this madness has to happen for us to get into it. So you won't panic. You pray, you know, and wait for the Most High to destroy this place so you can get into it. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay? Carry on.
And five of them
Right.
were wise.
So 5 of them was what?
Wise.
5 of them was wise, and those who are wise and those who are ready are doing the job, not deceitful. They're doing the job. They keep it real. They're sincere. They're really seeking the Lord. Then when they have a problem, they fast and they pray. You see what I'm saying? They're taking it very seriously. But they're keeping the lamp going. But they know that if the oil, there's no more oil, there will be darkness. So they use it wisely. They use wisdom. Everything that they do. Every step is power and fueled by the wisdom of the truth. That's the 5 virgin. So you got brothers in the truth there.
This is Job chapter 5 and verse 22. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Right.
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Right. So the 5 virgins, they will laugh, man, and they won't be afraid of the beasts of the earth because
The wise ones.
the wise one, they will have fawah, which is the mark of exemption on them. Meaning like the angel will be guarding them 24/7. Nothing should be able to touch them. Carry on, my brother. You know? So we should be like the 5 virgins so that when the fire comes, before you carry on, can you read Matthew 7 and, oh no, read Matthew 7 and 24. Read Matthew 7 and 24.
Alright, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verses 24.
Bring that out.
And it reads, Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them,
Yeah.
I will liken him unto a wise man.
I will liken him unto a wise man. And those 5 virgins, they are wise women and men. Wise Achion and Aquafiam in his truth, man.
Which built his house upon a rock.
Which built his house upon a rock. Carry on.
And it reads, And the rain descended, and the floods came,
Right.
and the winds blew,
Right.
and beat upon that house,
Right.
and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
Founded upon a brought. So when the calamity happens, when the situation, the hardship comes, and the difficult trial, because you built your house on the rock, which is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, you will be able to withstand what's coming.
And bro, you watch that the thing about the three guinea pigs. Basically, one had a house of straw, one had a house of like sticks, and one had a house of a brick.
Right.
And the wolf blew the one with the stick and ate the pig.
Right.
Oh,
Blew the one with the straw.
nursery thing.
Yeah, the nursery thing.
Yeah.
When the one with the brick, he wasn't able to blow it down, man.
Right.
You know?
And that's like the truth. If you're serious in this truth, they won't be able to shake it about what's coming.
It's fulfilled.
Yeah. Carry on, brother.
5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
Right, and that's what's going on.
What's Harry?
Tarry means like wait. When you wait,
Oh,
when
wait.
you wait for something, you tarry.
Oh, that takes time.
It might take time. But they weren't patient, so that they're creating their own righteousness, deciding to do their own thing. You know, the most I wanted to give them money to give you that money, but you weren't patient. You wanted to try it, but what you did, you went and took the money, sideways. And now you sit in jail, or now you're in a situation, or now you're enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't tarry, man. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be the 5 foolish virgins. We want to be the 5 wise virgins. That's what the Most High is calling us to be. The one that have the lamp always on fire, man. Whether you're going to dark, take out the lamp, man. But then keep the oil. Now you have to read the whole thing. Now, my brothers, go to Matthew 25 as well. And, go back, read Matthew 25 and 8 as well. Yeah, before, read that.
This is Psalms chapter 1, verse 2.
Bring that up.
But he's the light. Let me read verse 1. Psalms chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly,
Right.
nor standeth in the way of sinners,
Right.
nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Right.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord.
But his delight is in the word.
In the law of the Lord.
The law of the Lord, man. What?
Scornful.
Scornful is like the people that mocks us, that mock the truth, that neglect the truth, that don't take the truth seriously. People that play with the truth and people that go against the truth, those people.
And and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
Right.
And he shall be like as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that
Right.
bringeth forth his fruit in his season.
Right, so you will bear fruit when the season comes. When the fire comes, you will be bearing fruit. Because the whole time you took it seriously, man.
His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
Right, so you'll be a blessing. You'll be a blessing, you'll be a builder, you'll be a strong foundation. You'll be a fortress.
That's right.
What's up? Psalm 1, verse 1.
Okay? Carry on, Matthew 25 and 8.
Book of Matthew chapter 25 verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
And that's what's going to happen. Now they will try to, I want to know about something, I want to learn something, And you'll be, in your case, you might not see me around when the time comes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they will want to, in the truth, they will want to now take some of your strength. I can't give it to you because, I need that strength. That's what the Bible says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. With fear and trembling, man. Or with trembling and fear.
Vice versa.
Vice versa, man. Because the brother that you count on might not be, available in that time. But I come to, bring it out.
It's Amos chapter 8, starting at verse 12.
Bring that out.
And they shall wander from sea to sea.
That's right.
and from the north even to the east.
That's right.
They shall run to and fro to
Right.
seek the word of Yahweh,
To seek the word of Yahweh,
and shall not find it.
and they shall not find it, man. You will look around, and I'm not here, the brothers are not here, and then you're confused, but now you don't have that faith, you didn't build it. Faith is, you have to build your faith. When you build a house, it takes time. You cannot build your faith in one day. It takes time to grow. So it's now that you have to grow. You ain't gonna wait last minute. It's like a guy knows the exam is in 1 month. Don't study until the last week. And then he goes over, when he gets there, he forget everything. Because he didn't plan it, he didn't plan his studies, he didn't plan his revisions. Everything is, when you build, you have to plan it. You have to prepare. You can't just jump into something and do it. It takes time, man. They say repetition is the mother of all skills.
Yeah. You can't just learn how to play the piano. You have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Time for you to learn the notes, man.
Yeah.
Say all this stuff. You can't just know everything all at once.
Right. So let's go to the verse 14 and 15. Matthew 25, we start at 14 and 15.
Book of Matthew chapter 25, starting at verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country,
Right.
who called his own servants, delivering unto them his goods.
Right. Carry on.
Unto thee, it's like and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1.
Right.
To every man according to several ability. And straightway took his journey.
Right.
Verse 16. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same,
Right.
and made them other 5 talents.
Right.
Verse 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained another 2.
Right.
Verse 18. But he that had received 1, that went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Right.
Verse 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh,
Right.
and reckoneth with them. Verse 20. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought the other 5 talents,
Right.
saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents.
Right.
Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more.
Right.
Verse 21. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things.
Right.
Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right.
He also that have received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents.
Right.
Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them.
Right.
Verse 23. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant.
Right.
Thou hast been faithful over a few things.
Right.
I will make thee ruler over many things.
Right.
Enter thou into the joy of thy land.
Right.
So it's like the joy of thy Lord. Then verse 24. Then he which hath received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man.
Look how foolish the last one was. He was given 1. And instead of multiplying, those who were given 5 multiplied it, they invested in it. And more came out of it. But him, carry on.
Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. No,
He hid the talent in the earth, man. He was
What's
slow.
talent? Currency or is it
Talent is what you have.
like a skill, a gift?
A skill, your gift. Some people are teachers, some people are prophets, some people are helpers, some people are cameramen, some people are good with design, some people are edifying people, some people are evangelists, some people are builders. But the talent that you were given, you have to multiply. This brother, because he was a sluggard, he was a lazy guy, he didn't go out there and preach the truth and multiply the talent that was given to him. Carry on.
no. their law has that is died. Verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant.
See, you are wicked and you're a slothful servant. Because you want to buy your father's business. You want to buy your business, man. Arian?
Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, gather where I have not strawed. Verse 27. Thou hast caused therefore to have put my money to the exchanges, and then at my coming I should have
So the Most High
received my
gave you
own
something.
usury.
You're supposed to use it and multiply it, man, and bring the boss's money so he can give you your part.
Yeah.
But instead, you didn't do nothing, you went and buried it.
Yeah, like it's like the brother was saying, powerful point. Like the boss, the Most High is the boss. So like let's say for instance, you have like a company. If someone is not making profit to the company, they'll become a liability.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to remove them out of the company.
That's right.
That's just how the Most High works. The Most High employ you, and if you ain't bringing no fruit, he's gonna kick you out.
That's right. Carry on.
Verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which have 10 talents.
So that's what the Most High say. The fire is coming, and every work will be proof. But like, if it's not gold and it's hay, the whole thing is burning. And if it's gold, right? The gold one fire does is like it take away the impurity, keep it pure. And fire is not, and as well, silver is the same thing. And stone, when the pressure is applied to a stone under the earth, it turns into diamond. So if you don't produce that sort of of work, and you produce wood and hay, when the fire comes, there will be not. If you got some hay and you put fire on it, what's going to happen? It's going to burn everything.
Yeah, totally.
Right? So read that part again.
Verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him.
Take therefore, so a lot of them will lose. They will suffer loss. Because they didn't take this truth. They didn't die for this truth. Because you died to yourself when you do this truth, man. You died to self. You lose a lot of things around you when you come in this truth, man. But it's something you have to be willing to be doing. Bring that out.
But yeah, you know how the Most High basically wants to take something, like, he says, give back my money, let me give it to someone.
He said, you know what, he must have said, these people, you useless idiot. And then you give it to someone. That's what the Musa would do, man. He would get this guy out of my sight, man. Look at this lazy guy. Look at this guy. I gave you everything, you didn't do nothing. Take him out. So that's how you see, and you will be serious in that time. It won't be no joke. We're laughing right now, but in that time it won't be no laughing. You will no laughing matter, man. This is how serious we should visualize truth, man. It's not a joke. Yes, it's hard. Yes, we do fall, but we warriors. Can you go to Second Timothy 2:3? That finish, yeah?
28 is done yet.
If you can read that,
Yeah, you read that again.
Yeah, just like if you view it from a business perspective.
Right.
If a person gives you £100,000
Right.
and lays out the blueprint in order to receive a return on investment
Right.
money, so he gives you the blueprint to set up your own business,
Right.
so that you receive a return on investment
Right.
on that business,
Right.
and you don't even break even.
Right.
What's he gonna do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You got my investment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me my money, man. And that's a lot of that happened in entertainment business, and people are frustrated by the label. Listen, it's a business, man. When I give you the advance, you took it to go and have love with these strippers and put it on jewelry and buy. You didn't do nothing with it. You didn't invest in yourself to bring back the money. So now you might not even, when you sell yours, they will take every penny out before you can see any money from your sales. You see what I'm saying? It's business. So why do you complain? Because you've been a slugger. You didn't make the right move. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing in this truth. The Most High is the boss of all bosses, man. Yahweh is the boss of all bosses, man. So we should know what we don't accept into, man. Yes.
Verse 29. For unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance.
Right.
But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have. Verse 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of
What?
teeth.
Read that part again, that last part again. This is serious, man.
Very
And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
There shall be weeping and gnashing.
See when I say out of darkness, is that hell?
Huh?
Is out of darkness hell, or is it
Say that again?
out of darkness hell, or is it just like some sort of pit, dark pit?
It's not a dark pit. It's a condition. Read Matthew 13, 16 and 17.
It's talking based on the metaphorical sense.
Yeah,
You see, when you're in darkness, there's no light. There's a lot of stumbling blocks. You don't know if you're, don't know if there's a log there so you can trip. But when you have light, you know there's a log there so you can move over. So there's less stumbling blocks. You get what I mean?
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's it. That's free. Hold on, Timothy 2 and 2.
Verse 2.
Yeah, Timothy 2.
Okay, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verses 3. Thou therefore endure hardness
Endure hardness
as a good soldier
as a good soldier,
of
man.
Yahweh Shai
Of
HaMashiach.
Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah?
No man that warreth entangleth himself.
Right, so you can't be in this truth and then you want to do the other. You can't follow you can't serve two masters. You know what I'm saying? You can't entangle yourself into the affair. Let the word be entangled in the affair of the world. You be entangled in the affair of Yahweh, man. Focus, tunnel vision. You know, Aaron?
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Right.
That's right.
Right, so Matthew 13, 16 say, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Verse 17, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them, meaning heard them. What we're about to see, or the knowledge that we have, some prophet didn't have it. They had a revelation, but they couldn't break it down. Yeah, they have it. So now we understand it, and now we're about to see the glory of Yahweh, man. So the fact that we in truth that we can see and understand, that's a blessing. That's more than money. That's an incorruptible crown. Okay? So I've got a conclusion before we close out. And he said, see yourself as a businessman. Invest wisely and work smart. And also work to turn his brain, meaning Yahweh brain, meaning the talent I gave you, into something valuable like gold, silver, and precious stone. So that when financial adversity comes, you have something to trade in order to gain something.
What's that?
No, that's mine.
I love that.
Same. Okay? So yeah, so if anyone has anything to... Yes.
One
bring
time
that
I
up.
was saying, I respect the fact that you stay and you listen, man.
Yeah,
you actually
man.
come in to actually hear the word, man. So the Most High man have mercy on you that day,
Yeah,
because you actually been in the attempt to listen to the word. So I respect that.
Yeah, that can make the effort. Make some effort, you know? Yeah, it's gotta be consistent. You can't start something and then you move on. Like I say, text me, and then I will call you tomorrow or so. We're gonna find people. Take these things seriously. You know, don't wait until it's too late.
I'll call you.
This is Romans chapter 13, starting at verse 11. And that knowing the time,
Right.
that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as today, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, and make not provision for the flesh, to fulfill the lust thereof.
That's right.
So this is the perfect time to wake out and sleep.
Right.
Which was that?
This is Romans chapter 13, starting at verse 11. This is the perfect time because we're in the last days. So what more perfect time is it to wake out and sleep? You get what I mean? So that's pretty much a good preach.
Verse 11.
Yeah, verse 11, yeah. Got that down, yeah?
All right. So hopefully I hope that the brothers and the sisters were edified. I hope the brothers were edified. And with that we'll close out. We will turn to the east and we will give our praises. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Kadash, Kwam Yeshua, death to Babylon. All right. UTA.
Ball.
Bad Babal.
Go. Yeah, yours.